gentlemen, and welcome to the University of Liverpool. The Peers Symposium is a landmark event in the national calendar of British Hispanism and has been celebrated here in Liverpool since 2009.
Within the department, so it's the Department of Modern Languages and Cultures, within the department we have a very proud tradition of Hispanism, and it's this tradition that this annual symposium celebrates. We celebrate today the launch of a new companion journal, an exciting new development building on the long-standing success of the Bulletin of Hispanic Studies. So it's my pleasure now to announce the launch of a Bulletin of Contemporary Hispanic Studies.
Publishing is all about amplifying ideas, finding audiences, making connections between author and reader. If there is a link between University and Peers and Pep Guardiola, it is an understanding of the power of ideas, whether demonstrated by the establishment of Spanish as an academic discipline in the UK, or by the choice of a global sporting leader to wear a yellow ribbon.
And also, of course, currently managing the best football team in the universe. Being aware of the city in which we're currently speaking, going quickly onto script, not only this was actually also to say he's a leading figure also in the cultural and political life of Catalonia.
Thank you so much, Pep, for joining us today. It's such a pleasure to have you here with us, to give our students really the opportunity to listen to you and to listen to everything that you have to say. Welcome to the University of Liverpool.
First of all, thank you so much to be invited here, to invite me, and in this amazing place. So I love to be in universities. I have a little regret because I became football player soon, but I was a really good student when I was young, really good. But after, maybe I was better playing football and I decided to go another road. But always I missed this chance to be in university and live with us. I think right now I'm in a safe place, in a better place than outside. And hopefully we can enjoy a little bit, not boring too much, and enjoy it together. Thank you so much to invite me here, and I'm here for all of you.
What role do you think football plays in society? Do you believe we can or should link it to society and culture? And do you think we could understand it as a tool for social integration as well?
It's an incredible, sport is an incredible weapon for the culture. I learned many things in the locker rooms, in the part of the game. So, and when you lose, accept the reality, the other one is better than you, and the effort to overcome, like an individual, like a team, to be better than the other one, and to accept many things, not comfortable things. So, I think it's a football team in the locker rooms like a little society, a community. Mm-hmm. I think before in the stadium, the football stadium, the people go there to escape from something. And I think today in the stadium show the reality for the society. Everything in the society is in the football game, the reactions, the patience, and everything. And learn on that help you a lot to be better.
What changes when you leave abroad? Does anything change? So your views of Catalonia, Catalan culture, do you think you perceive things different maybe?
Yeah, I'm a different guy, definitely. So I'm different now at 47 than when I was 18. I was so comfortable in my country, in Barcelona, in my parents' clothes and friends, but you travel, at the end it stages of my football career and after like a manager, and it's incredible, you know, I lived 6 months in Mexico and after in Qatar as well, in Arabic countries, and how they live there, with the different, you know, how the influence for the religion about that culture. So be curious to do something. So the football career is too short, at 30, 35, now you have 23, 24. And I said many times, you will wake up one morning and say, wow, it's over. And it's over, because the time, wow, goes quick. And you have to be curious, maybe a photographer, or maybe, I don't know, painting, or maybe golf, or maybe, I don't know, you have some passion, go, because after that, when you retire until you will die, hopefully 80, 90, 100, so a lot of things to do. And the curiosity make us alive, you know, the culture make us better. to know for the other ones, and I feel better. I come back to Munich last week and see my friends. It's the only reason it's nice to meet people, and it's fantastic. So that's why I always encourage the people to do, after 2-3 years change, and do different things in different places. That is fantastic, if you can do it, of course.
Could you give us some tips on how to inspire the next generations? Maybe offer our students some advice on how to be successful in life, how to respond to challenges. Just give us some advice.
There's no advice for that. There's no advice. Every life must be lived from ourselves. So it's not tricky. Some new managers come to watching us and they wanna discover the secret what we are doing. There are not secrets. It's not a book. Like you open the book and read. You have to do that, the methodology, and when you do that, everything is going well. So the best advice I can give is if they have passion, because you have passion, you show passion for the other ones. And the other ones will receive the passion if they like what they have to do. If don't, you have to change. So everything comes from here, everything. So if you like what you do, you'll have success, you'll be happy. Don't follow what the people say you have to do. Don't follow your parents say you have to do. Don't follow what the teachers or now the socialists say now you have to be a lawyer because lawyer is where you pay, or you have more options to do in the future. That I think is not the secret.
Can you tell us how you see the current political situation in Catalonia? What are your thoughts about it?
I'm a Catalan, but what does it mean? So maybe it doesn't mean nothing. So maybe 47 years ago, my dad and mom had sex, and 9 months later, I was born. So what my influence to be Catalan is zero. But I was born there, and I grew up, and my first words I listened and learned was in Catalan. So I love this language. Now in Catalonia, it happened is a situation like it's not easy, because the president of Catalonia is in exile. So 10 politicians are in exile, and they can walk across the Europe, across the world, but they know go to Spain will be in jail. And it's not about to be agree or not agree about independence, because it's not a fact I wanted to be independent. So these politicians are in exile, some of them in jail, but not just politicians. They cannot come back in Spain or Catalonia, but they are going to jail. And the same, it's not about I wanted to be independent. The people say, let's express the Catalan to decide their own future. And maybe the people is going to decide, I don't want it to be independent. That's okay, it's perfect. But just to let them vote, they cannot come back at home with their families and do what they have to do. More than 1,100 people bonded to vote, and the parliament dissolved, and the politician dismissed, and the 155 from the constitution applied, and will be government from Spain. So it's not a current situation, it's not easy, but I think it's unfair, because they are an atrocious politicians, from tough sentences of imprisonment, maybe 25 years, for let the people express the right to vote, what happened in England and Scotland. So that is the situation. So it's not easy, but hopefully it can be better.
What do you believe is to come to Catalonia, and what would be the perfect Catalonia or the perfect Spain of the future for you?
Well, I have democracy, and more democracy. But democracy is not one vote every 4 years, and it's over. So democracy, you have to take care of it. We have to be present every single day. So be activists, be present. So everything starts for the human rights. Everything happened to be better person. Everything happened, to the peace. So that's why you have to take care of and the best is the culture. And the culture is the democracy, is in the vote. Is what happened here in England. With Brexit, you are going to agree or you are cannot agree, but the people vote. The people decide on future. Maybe you can discuss about that, but that is what it is. And that is what you have to defend every single day, not just one time every 4 years, because it's not enough. That would be not enough.
Pep, I'm sure that you are aware on how people perceive FC Barcelona and yourself, Pep Guardiola, as one of the greatest ambassadors of Catalan culture. Do you agree with such a statement? And what are your thoughts on that?
Well, Ambassador, I speak Catalan, speak Spanish, come here, I was born there, and the people I didn't do anything, you know, to be ambassador from Catalonia. So I try to do my job as well as possible. That is what I do. If you are a good ambassador, if you win, if you don't win, you are a shit ambassador. so that's why I didn't do anything to be ambassador. Of course, FC Barcelona is special. Vázquez Montalbán said Barcelona is an army of Catalonia. And of course, in the period from dictator Franco was in Spain, when Catalonia was not allowed to speak Catalan, and the people was in jail and killed to speak Catalan. So in Barcelona, you could be there to see your team and speak Catalan and sing your songs freely. The FC Barcelona, of course, is one of the, maybe the most, one of the most, you know, ambassadors from our language, from Catalonia.
I need to ask you about your love for poetry. Can you tell us a little bit more about Pep the Reader?
No.
And when and how did you encounter poetry, and what do you look for in poetry?
No, but I love read, but I don't read. So I start to read and I start to think Liverpool, Jurgen Klopp, and I cannot be focused on what I read. But of course, I met him, and poetry always say is a culture for the poor people, the poor people. And of course, when you read poetry, you feel better. That is, I think, the capacity to express a huge idea in few sentences, a few words. That is a huge talent. So, and there are many in Catalonia, in Spain, and everywhere. So, it's another part of the our culture. And culture always make you a better person. That is for sure.
We have a question from Jack McCourt. Jack, are you somewhere?
Stand up.
Oh, there he is.
Stay here.
Okay. So, Jack's question is, as a former Barcelona player and manager, do you feel that the club has an important role to play in the independence debate? And does the potential implications of independence raised by Javier Tebas in 2017, that the club could no longer play in La Liga post-independence, impact your position? You can read the question.
I think that is the less important thing, if Barcelona could play or not in the Spanish league. If the society decides something, you are out, and we're going to find a solution or not. But at the end, what happened in this referendum is to make the people that they believe we're going to live better or not. I don't know, but that is the less important. And the first part of the question is about the important role Barcelona. Of course, they have to play an important role. Yeah. It's impossible to spread out what means Barcelona, what happened in the past about Catalonia. It's impossible. It's impossible. But I understand sometimes you have to, you know, to be in Barcelona in the board, the president, you have to, you know, to handle the powers, the balance, the situations, and sometimes it's not easy, but we cannot deny Barcelona is so important, the identification of our language and our country.
How does British media compare to Spanish media?
Nicer, much nicer. They are fantastic. I love them. No, the believe is much better. There, especially in Barcelona, was the media every day there, but here in these centrums, it's closed. You see them before the game, after the game, and that's all. But in everywhere, it happened the same. When you win, you're a genius. When you lose, you are a disaster. So in everywhere. So that's why you have to be calm with that. But I think, so the way they sell the product, the way they sell the football in the media, in the TV, in the radios a little less, but in Spain there are more. I think it's quite similar like Germany. In Spain, especially Madrid, Barcelona, wow, there are much journalism, programs start at 12 midnight, start to talk in 1 hour from radio, talk about football, that guy, go here or there, and at 7 programs, 1 hour radio and TV, football. In Germany, the people like football, but go to the theater, go to the cinemas, the people in the street. It's quite similar here. You know, there is just football, and sometimes too much. Too much.
Thank you so much, Pep. It's been wonderful to have you here to listen to you. You have no doubt inspired loads of our students. So thank you.
Thank you so much.